Picture this. It's the winter of 2008, and a man sits alone in a cold, dimly lit office. The weight of failure presses down like a storm cloud. His companies are bleeding millions. His marriage is in tatters, and bankruptcy isn't just a threat, it's a vulture circling overhead. One misstep, and everything he's fought for collapses. But in that darkness, a single spark flares. A mindset shift that turns despair into defiance. This is the story of the almost bankrupt mindset shift, where discipline and resilience become the heartbeat of survival. Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back to Stories that Ignite Your Spirit and remind you of the strength you carry within. I'm your guide, and today we're diving into a cinematic tale of a visionary who stood on the edge of ruin and fought his way back through sheer grit. It's called the almost bankrupt mindset shift, a story of discipline and resilience that'll leave you inspired. If these stories fuel your fire, hit that subscribe button right now. Join our community for more journeys that remind you you're tougher than your toughest moments. Let's get started. Let's travel back to Pretoria, South Africa in the 1970s. The air smells of blooming jacaranda trees, purple petals carpeting the streets. But for young Elon Musk, born in 1971, life is no fairy tale. A shy, awkward kid, he is bullied mercilessly at school. Bruises on his body, scars on his heart. Home isn't much kinder. His parents' divorce leave him adrift. He escapes into books, devouring The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and Lord of the Rings, dreaming of distant worlds. "I was raised by books," he later says, his voice soft but heavy with memory. Those pages plant a seed, a hunger to build something extraordinary. Fast forward to 1989. Elon, just 17, leaves South Africa with a one-way ticket to Canada, then the US, chasing a dream bigger than himself. Picture him at the University of Pennsylvania, a lanky young man hunched over physics and economics textbooks, his mind buzzing with ideas. But the grind is real. He works grueling jobs, shoveling grain in freezing Canadian winters, cleaning boilers in sweltering mills, the stench of grease clinging to his skin. Sweat drips as he whispers to himself, "This isn't my future. I'm meant for more." That inner voice, quiet but fierce, becomes his first lesson in discipline. By 1995, Elon's in Silicon Valley, dropping out of Stanford after 2 days to launch Zip2, a software company for city guides. Imagine a cramped office, the hum of old computers, pizza boxes stacked like monuments to sleepless nights. He codes for hours, lives on $1 a day, sleeps on a futon that smells of desperation. Discipline is remembering what you want, he'd later reflect, though back then, it's just survival. In 1999, Zip2 sells for $307 million. At 28, Elon's a millionaire. But he doesn't rest. He pours his fortune into X.com, which becomes PayPal. Sold to eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion. He pockets $180 million. Most would stop there, basking in wealth. Not Elon. Money isn't the goal, he thinks, staring at the stars. Impact is. Now the stakes soar. In 2002, he found SpaceX to make humanity multiplanetary. Picture a dusty warehouse in El Segundo, California. Engineers in overalls weld rocket parts under flickering lights, the air thick with ambition. The Falcon 1 rocket is Elon's gamble, a private rocket to defy NASA's monopoly. But the first launch in 2006? Failure. A fireball engulfs the rocket. The second in 2007? Another explosion. The third in 2008? Catastrophe. Millions burn with each crash, and SpaceX teeters on collapse. Elon watches the footage, his face pale, eyes hollow. "We learn from this," he tells his team, voice steady. But inside, doubt gnaws. What if I'm wrong? At the same time, he's steering Tesla Motors, co-founded in 2003 to revolutionize electric cars. The Roadster prototype gleams, sleek, futuristic, a beacon of hope. But production is a nightmare. Costs spiral, delays mount. By 2008, Tesla's burning $4 million a month with no revenue. The global financial crisis hits, markets crash, and investors flee. Elon's personal fortune, once vast, dwindles as he pours it into both companies. His divorce from Justine, his wife of 8 years, adds a personal wound. 5 young sons, split custody, and a heart heavy with guilt. It was like death, he later confesses, the words raw. Let's freeze on Christmas Eve 2008. Elon is alone in his Los Angeles home. Outside, holiday lights twinkle, but inside it's cold. The Christmas tree stands bare. He spent everything to keep Tesla and SpaceX alive. Bankruptcy looms like a shadow. He's loaned Tesla $40 million, maxed out credit cards, begged investors. If we don't close this funding round by tonight, it's over, he thinks, pacing. His heart pounds, palms slick. Sleep? A myth. He works 120-hour weeks, fueled by coffee and stubborn will. Discipline is his lifeline. Rigid schedules, endless meetings, coding till dawn. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. He journals, echoing a truth that keeps him grounded. At SpaceX, the team gathers on Kwajalein Atoll, Pacific waves crashing in the distance. The fourth Falcon 1 launch is do or die. The rocket stands tall, gleaming against the sunrise. Countdown, 10, 9, 8. Silence grips the control room. Liftoff. The rocket roars, piercing the sky. Minutes later, it reaches orbit, the first private liquid-fueled rocket to do so. Cheers erupt, engineers hug, tears stream. Elon, watching remotely, exhales, a rare smile breaking through. "We did it," he whispers, relief flooding his veins. But Tesla is still sinking. Investors scoff at Tesla's pitch. Electric cars? A pipe dream, they sneer. Elon, voice hoarse, eyes red-shot, pleads in boardrooms. This isn't just a car company, it's the future of energy. Rejections pile up, each a dagger. Inner thought, why keep fighting? For my kids? For the planet? Resilience kicks in. He doesn't quit. On December 24, 2008, a miracle. Daimler invests $50 million in Tesla. Days later, a $465 million Department of Energy loan lands. SpaceX secures a $1.6 billion NASA contract. The tide turns, but the scars remain. Let's linger on the emotional weight. Elon's health frays, weight loss, thinning hair, stress etching lines on his face. Friends worry he's breaking. But he meditates, runs mental simulations, visualizes success. Discipline and routine, 7 a.m. wake up, emails till noon, engineering till evening, stolen moments with his sons. Resilience in mindset. Every failure is a lesson. By 2010, Tesla goes public, its valuation soaring. In 2012, SpaceX's Dragon capsule docks with the International Space Station, a historic first. The man who was almost bankrupt is now a billionaire reshaping industries. Flash forward, the journey isn't smooth. The Model S launch in 2012 brings cheers, crowds marveling at its sleek design, but production hell persists. Gigafactory delays, sleeping on factory floors in 2018, echoes of 2008's desperation. Yet the mindset shift endures. Discipline, innovate relentlessly, cut no corners. Resilience, fail, learn, repeat. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are against you, Elon says, his mantra a beacon for us all. What does Elon's almost bankrupt mindset shift teach us? First, discipline is your anchor in the storm. It's not about rigid rules, it's about showing up for your vision, day after day, no matter how heavy the load. Elon didn't scatter in 2008. He focused, laser sharp on what mattered. Ask yourself, what's my non-negotiable? Second, resilience is forged in failure's fire. It's not bouncing back, it's marching forward, scarred but stronger. Elon saw ruin as a teacher, not a tombstone. He said failure is an option. If you're not failing, you're not innovating. So in your struggles, lost jobs, broken hearts, dreams on hold, shift your mind. The edge isn't the end, it's your pivot point. You're not almost broken, you're almost unbreakable. Let this story light a fire. Discipline daily, resilience eternally. Beautiful dreamers, the brink of bankruptcy, whether financial, emotional, or spiritual, is often where breakthroughs are born. You've got that spark, fan it into a blaze. If this story stirred your soul, hit subscribe for more tales of triumph. Drop a comment, share your almost bankrupt moment, and pass this on to someone who needs this fire. Until next time, keep shifting, keep rising. You are disciplined, you are resilient.